Welcome to Automating IngramSpark. In this video, we've already gone through the create and configure, the automatic title import, creating the storefront, modifying the SKUs, sending a test order, and now we're going to finally create the IngramSpark automation to make our integration live. So let's do that. Click Create Automation here. It's going to make you slide this, you click and drag to confirm because it's making your system live and orders will start placing with IngramSpark. So click and drag all the way right. Okay, it says completed. So we'll go to Management and Automations, and we can see here the IngramSpark POD automation was created. If we click Edit, we can see that it's a PHP automation, and if you click Next, you can see the actual text of the automation. If you change this, make sure you know what you're doing. The final step, adding a billing method, is already done in this installation. But before you do that, you're prompted to watch this video, which is about monitoring, viewing scheduled orders, searching for customers and viewing their status, print-on-demand issue resolution, and a few other things. Let's get into that. I'm in the main customer search screen now. I got here by clicking Search on the top bar. I can see two customer records here. Any customer that orders gets their own customer record, and all of their transactions always go to the same record. The Ingram Content Group card shouldn't be touched unless you're dealing with royalties. Let's go into my own card. At the top left, you can see my name. You can add more names by clicking this Add button. My address, you can edit the address by clicking this Edit button, then clicking Save. My email, I can do the same here. I can add a new one by clicking Add. And the transaction itself. So this transaction came in when I was running test orders. If I click it, I can see more information about it, such as the shipping address, billing address, how it was created. Here in this case, this was created by the Squarespace connection, and the order recipient and the gift giver. Here in Actions, if I click Product Sale, I can send an order to IngramSpark, or I can send it to IngramSpark immediately. Let's talk about the difference. If you have products that are scheduled, such as a pre-release, you can send to IngramSpark immediately and override the pre-release. But if you choose this regular option, it will just queue the order for the pre-release state. In Attributes, we can see the Squarespace order ID. There will be tracking numbers added here once IngramSpark places an order and gives a tracking number. The IngramSpark order ID will also be added here. Let's talk about these two buttons on the top bar. On the left, there's the fulfillment queue. On the right, there's the flag queue. Any order that isn't fulfilled yet is here, and it shows you the order. Orders are automatically marked as fulfilled once the tracking number comes in from IngramSpark. The flag menu lets you look at recent changes, specifically orders that came in from your store. In this case, I'm allowed to review this information. And if I say that everything is good, I can click the check to release the flag, or I can edit in place and fix. Let's release this flag. Now I have no flags left. And we can see back in the customer record, there are no more orange flags. There's one other icon on this top bar we should talk about, and that's the cloud icon here. You can see that this is the remote order attention queue. I clicked into an example here. To resolve this, all you have to do is click New and click Next. It shows you the transaction as it will appear, then click the check to resolve. It's very rare that an order appears here, but if it does, you'll see a number next to this icon, and you can resolve it then. You'll also get an email. So far, because we received this order before the IngramSpark automation was created, we have no information about the IngramSpark placement. We'll see in a moment what that looks like, but for now, know that there will be a bar on the bottom if there's any information about IngramSpark placement. This icon on the top right means it came from your store. You can click here to get more information about the price. Let's go into the dashboard and look at the Print on Demand Center. We can get to the Print on Demand dashboard by clicking Dashboard, Print on Demand. There are three cues here that are important. Needs attention, which shows us all the orders that need attention. This is relatively rare, but when it happens, it's good to have them here. Scheduled, which shows you all the transactions that are scheduled for pre-release. And ordered, which shows you all the transactions that have been ordered. I'm in example customer's print-on-demand dashboard now, under needs attention. You can see there are two transactions here that need attention. One from example customer 6167 and one from 8522. The first has an invalid address. The second was canceled in Daemon and never made it to IngramSpark. Let's click the first and view the record. Here we can see the name, address, email, and phone, and the transaction itself. You can see a new UI element here, the Workflows button. Clicking this gives you more advanced information about the placement. Let's click. Here we get to the Print on Demand Resolution Center. We can see the same invalid address message, and here we can view a screenshot directly from the driver or click Retry Order, where we're prompted to confirm. Since we know this transaction has an invalid address, we can click out, edit the transaction address, click back in, and click Retry and confirm. Anytime an order fails to place, you'll also get an email immediately, including the screenshot. That way you can come into the system and view the print-on-demand resolution right when it happens. Invalid addresses are the most common problem. Let's click out and view the canceled order. When I click out, you can see it says, status may have changed. If we reload this page, we'll see if it truly has. Let's click into the canceled order. You can see in this record history, this person has already received a comped order that shipped successfully a long time ago. But this order is canceled. Let's click in. You can see there's now a canceled order resolution, which is separate. We can once again view a screenshot, but this time we can also mark as manually resolved or retry the order. Since I happen to know that someone has already placed this order directly with IngramSpark, I can click Mark Manually Resolved and confirm. Let's click out again. Now we can see both say status may have changed. Let's go to the scheduled orders. Each of these orders is scheduled for pre-release. You can see that they're all scheduled for around October 1st. There are also some actions you can take for scheduled orders. Let's click into this one, and then click this transaction. You can see this says Print on Demand Scheduled. I can cancel, or I can order faster. If I click this and confirm, it will move this up to the next minute. Let's click out again and go to the Ordered tab. Each one of these transactions has successfully been placed with IngramSpark. You can see that some of them are waiting for tracking numbers, and some are marked as shipped, which means that it has received a tracking number from IngramSpark. Now we're in a different example customer. This one is an interesting case, and it may not be a common one. Here, products are distributed across multiple IngramSpark accounts. You can see that each of these orders is broken up into shipments, because each of these products is with a different IngramSpark account. So in this one, we have two invalid addresses. But in this one of them succeeded and one of them failed with invalid address. Let's click into this one. You can see there are two print-on-demand resolutions. And for each one, you can click View Screenshot, and you can retry. Keep in mind that clicking Retry on one retries for all that have failed. The system never retries an order that has succeeded. You can see for this one of the orders was placed and one of them failed. So there's only one print-on-demand resolution. You can again view the screenshot and retry all failed shipments. This transaction has two shipments and both of them succeeded. They're both waiting for a tracking number. One other easy way to look at transactions in your installation is by using this transaction selector in the search. This lets you view every single transaction in your system, all in one place. They're all ordered by time, and you can look at all the different transactions. Keep in mind, they're ordered by the date they were ordered on, not the date they will release to IngramSpark. One other note, it's also possible to add a new automation that sends an email to your customers anytime a tracking number is received from IngramSpark. There's a documentation page for that at docs.demondms.com. It contains code and the definition. By now, you've learned how to connect your IngramSpark, connect your storefront, and align your SKUs. In this video, you created the automation that takes your system live, watched how to quickly monitor your system with the print-on-demand dashboard, learned how to view orders that are scheduled and watch as they release to IngramSpark, and resolve any issues if they come up. You've also learned how to use the main search in transaction mode to get a bird's eye view of every transaction you've received. With these tools and the power of Damon's IngramSpark automation, you'll be equipped to handle orders at any scale while reaping the benefits of IngramSpark's author copy rate. We hope you've learned a lot in this video, and we hope you try it out. Thank you for watching.